As I've previously mentioned, my congressional campaign was one of the most spiritually dynamic times of my life. And I do mean that purely with respect to the ancestors. So, all of us have ancestors, and I'm a huge believer that we choose our parents. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. I think it's actually really important for all of us to understand that question. Why did we choose our parents? Anyway, like I said, when I was running for office, I was the widest range. I almost want to say support, but this last one was definitely not support. I won't even use this person's name because it's someone that I don't really care about. I've never cared to know about. And the way that he more or less, for lack of a better term, inserted himself was very jarring. That's how I remember it. It was like very, like rough and violent. So I remember it being a foggy San Francisco day, and I was at Ocean and Junipero Serra. Are those the cross streets? So, and for those of you who know San Francisco or don't, it's really close to Stonestown, but not close at the same time. The end of Ocean, right outside of St. Francis Wood. And I remember I was walking there, and I'm pretty sure I had either just gone to or I was on my way to my parents' church. I'm pretty sure that I want to say it was a weekend, and that's why I was on that part of town. No other reason why I'd be there. And I remember, again, walking along and just getting this really ice cold feeling all of a sudden, almost prickly. And I remember stopping and getting this, like, again, very jarring, like, jolt all of a sudden. And I kid you not, I don't remember the specific words, but it was something to the extent of, what makes you think you're so cool? I know that wasn't exactly it, but it was either that or it was like I want some recognition too. Again, I don't remember the exact words. I do remember the feeling, this kind of icy feeling that comes over me. I also remember that I immediately recognized who it was. I've told you, sometimes I have a hard time doing that. It was not the case here. I immediately knew who this was. And this was none other than my father's father. Somebody else that I've never met, and I thank God for that. I will not even say this person's name. It's somebody I don't care to know, but I'm told that this person had an ego, and I get the sense and the feeling, I'm just being brutally honest with you, that I've never given him any recognition, nor will I. Again, I refuse to even say his name, but the energy that interaction was giving is that entire time I had really been focusing on and really hyping up my mom's side of the family and that ancestry, even though in the book that I published, like, I'll show you right now, I talk about both sides. There you go. See it? There's my mom's side. There's my grandma's side. So again, I don't really make any mention of him. It's not his side that has been in San Francisco for 6 generations, 1865. Anyway. So I won't even say this person's name. I won't say anything else about this person. But I just remember getting that, like, cruel reality almost check. I refuse to acknowledge this person, by the way. I refuse to acknowledge this person. But I just remember thinking to myself, to a conversation I had had with a friend back in Summerlin, that just really reaffirmed this belief and this thought that, like, yeah, this whole idea that when people cross over, they somehow become these like enlightened beings, like, that's such BS, and it's so not